Pinas Outsider, welcome back to our channel. And for today's video, makikimarites na naman tayo sa mga latest issue at news ngayon. Pero bago yan, huwag kalimutan mag-like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's go!
And you said you had nothing to do with Lucky South 99, hindi ho ba? Tama po
Yes.
ba yun? Yeah.
Yes, I have nothing to do with Lucky South 99.
Okay. And that you were representing only Whirlwind Company, no?
Yes, Mr. Chair, only Whirlwind because the case involves only Whirlwind Company.
Yes, and the Whirlwind Company is material yung filing of the cases because it involves also the lessor and the lessee, in this case, Lucky South 99. And I'll
No,
Mr.
Mr.
Chair,
Chair,
I'll
I'm
like
sorry, as an issue of law.
Mr. Chair, just
Mr. Chairman,
mamaya po,
Mr. Chairman,
let's
just,
lay down.
just-
Yes, okay, I apologize.
No, you
I
stop
apologize.
talking. Just to remind you again, this will be your last warning. Please don't speak unless otherwise you're recognized by the chair.
Yes, Mr.
Mr. Harry
Chair.
Roque.
What is confusing?
And may I also remind our resource persons to please, when you reply to a question propounded by a member of the committee, please address the chair. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you. Thank you. So what is confusing to me, Mr. Chair, up to this point, is that Ms. Ronaldine Baterna is, according to the petition, is an employee of the petitioner and an executive assistant of Catherine Cassandra L. Ong. So that this is to me, Mr. Chair, I don't know with Secretary Roque because he seems to be forgetting all of the details that are important in filing in the filing of this case, ejection case. Catherine Ronaldine Baterna, who now, this is 2023, is now the part of Lucky South 99, also signed as a witness as an executive assistant of Miss Catherine Ong, which, if we follow the sublease date signed between Lucky South 99 and Whirlwind Company, si Miss Cassandra Ong is nasa Whirlwind Company na. So bakit ang tanong po, ang ordinaryo na tao, maganda ho dahil hindi ako abogado, Attorney Roque, kanina nakikinig po ako sa mga tanong ni Congresswoman Luisto at saka Congressman Mig Nograles. Medyo nawawala din ho ako. Buti na lang, hindi ako abogado. But I'd just like to find out that why on earth you keep on insisting that you have nothing to do with Lucky South 99 when one of your witnesses is in fact, according to this record, truthfulness sinabi according to the rules of court, is the executive assistant of Cassandra L. Ong. Yun lang po hindi ko maintindihan, no? Mr. Secretary. Now, it proves to say, and I don't know if you still could maintain your position that you have nothing to do with Lucky South 99. I'll give you that, no? I'll give you that. But the point that we want to arrive at, Mr. Chair, is that unang-una, Lucky South 99 and Whirlwind Company, as provided to us by several documents, the sublease, this petition, it only arrives into a conclusion which is very simple. Though they may be different entities, but they're run by the same people. We cannot deny and we cannot assail these documents, Mr. Chair. You know, the only way for us to move forward and move out from this labyrinth of lies and this cobweb of deception is to go back to the documents that we are in possession, Mr. Chair. So again, let me ask po, did you, Mr. Chair, did you know that Miss Catherine Ong, Ronaldine Baterna, who poses as part of the Lucky South 99, affixed her signature in the petition, claiming to be the executive assistant of Cassandra Ong, who is at this point in time is a member, is already now part with Whirlwind Company, which you represent.
What I know, Mr. Chair, is that this person who executed this affidavit claimed to be an employee of Whirlwind. and I had no indications to doubt her statement that she was an employee of Whirlwind, because at this point, the case was involving Cruz and Whirlwind and did not involve at all Lucky South. So I had no reason to inquire into Lucky South because Lucky South was not a party to the ejectment case.
Mr. Chair, I'll take your explanation as it is, no? But the reason why I'm bringing this up, Mr. Chair, because you've been filing cases before the Supreme Court in your seasoned lawyer, and if we follow back and if you go back to the previous pronouncements, which you even publicly said in most of your statements through media and in this forum, Mr. Chair, you've stated that you have nothing to do with Lucky South 99, and that in fact you said na mas gusto ko nga kinuha nila akong abogado eh. Kasi nung ni-raid sila, marami akong pupwedeng kasuhan sa kanila, 'di ba? And yet now, presented by all these evidences, are you telling me, Mr. Chair, that with all the experiences you had, you did not even bother, Mr. Chair, to ask whether this certain Ronalyn Baterna is not only part of the Lucky South Whirlwind Company, Lucky South 99, but in fact now is an executive assistant of Cassandra Ong, who, by the way, again, may reiterate, is under detention by the Indonesian immigration trying to flee this country. Are you trying to tell me that, Mr. Chairman, Attorney Roque? Mataas po yung respeto ko sa inyo, huwag niyo pababain.
Well, Mr. Chair, it was a sworn statement. As lawyers, we remind all parties making sworn statements that they could be criminally liable for any falsity. We cannot guarantee that witnesses who execute affidavits will in fact not lie. We can only warn them, and that is what we do as lawyers.
Okay, we can discuss here, Secretary Roque, until Judgment Day, but these documents will not deny the fact that Ms. Ronalyn Baterna is assigned by you as one of the lawyers, is the executive assistant of Cassandra Ong. So we have proven, Mr. Chair, based on these documents. I'm not basing anything from anybody or any opinion of any of these members of this committee. I am basing my judgment and my conclusion on the documents that I have in my possession. So if we follow the trail of all this possession of these documents, Mr. Chair, we've proven, number one, that Baterna is a corporate secretary of Lucky South 99. That she is both an employee of Whirlwind as well as the corporate secretary of Lucky South 99. You know, it's, to me, how can you enter into a sublease agreement when in fact you yourself, among you, you're the one calling the shots and you're running the affairs of all these two companies? You tell me, if you can give me that answer, then you're smarter than me. I mean, come on, let us not fool each other. Dalawang tapos they're posing as, as different, but and number three, Mr. Chair, we have proven, Mr. Chair, that the subject of the indictment case is the same property subject to the sublease agreements between Lucky South and Whirlwind. May I ask, Mr. Chair, Secretary Roque po, di ba sublease ho ito, no? So ibig sabihin may mother lease po?
That was the subject of our litigation. That was the only relevant, Mr. Chair, to our litigation. The lease contract between the owner of the property and Whirlwind.
Sige, would you know po, can we require, can we request kung meron pong yung mother lease agreement?
It is appended to the petition, and it's downloadable, Your Honor, from the Court of Appeals.
Okay, thank you for
website.
that, and thank you for that information. That makes our job a little easier. Thank you. Now, let me, Mr. Chair, may I proceed to Ms. Ronalyn? Ma'am, taga Mindanao ka?
Yes po, Mr.
Bisaya,
Chair.
Bisaya?
Opo.
Ay, may ngapon.
May hapon po.
Asa ka sa Mindanao?
Sambuanga del Sur po.
Silingan ta. Silingan ta. Marawi ko. Anyway, sorry, that was Mr. Chair, Ms. Rosalyn, Nirepresent mo ho ba ang Whirlwind Company? Kasama ho ba kayo sa nagpurma nung sa ejectment case na sinabi ko kanina?
Mr. Chair, yung pagiging corporate secretary ko po is papers lang.
Mayroon ho ako dito, pumirma po kayo dun sa ejectment case na ang petitioner ang Whirlwind Company. Tama po ba? Kasama po ba kayo dun sa mga witnesses na pumirma?
Hindi ko po maaalala, Mr. Chair, pero si Ms. Cassandra Ong po yung mga nagpapapirma sa akin ng mga dokumento.
So lahat ng pinipirmahan mo, hindi mo maalala at binibigay lang sa'yo, pinipirmahan mo?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So marahil ay yung pinapirma sa'yo na sa Bliss Agreement, binigay rin sa inyo, no? Hindi mo rin alam, tapos pinirmahan mo?
Hindi po, binigay lang po at pilit pinapapirma.
Okay, pero nandun ka ha. Papakita ko sa'yo, nandito ka. Okay? Does not matter whether you accept or not, the fact is nandito yung pangalan mo. So, Miss Ronalyn, alam niyo ho ba na nung pumirma kayo nung sublease, second sublease agreement, ang dating address, ang address ng Whirlwind Company nung ang pumirma ay si Stephanie Macarenas ay nasa Thai Court, Pulong Maba, Porac, Pampanga. Tapos nung kayo ay pumirma ulit, ikaw na itong nagre-represent sa Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated na pinalitan mo sa pirma si Catherine Cassandra Ong na siya yung pumirma para sa Lucky South, this time sa Whirlwind, ay nag-iba din sila ng address at naging pareho na. Thai Court, Pulong Maba, Porac, Pampanga. Alam mo ba yon?
Hindi ko po alam, Mr. Chair.
Pero nakapirma ka pa rin.
Yes po, dahil pinapapirma po.
Okay. Di ba sabi mo po nung una kayong, nung last previous, nung previous hearing, ang trabaho mo talaga, hindi ka talaga corporate secretary, ang trabaho mo ay, ano ka? Ikaw ay yung nakasa gate pass, yung ba yun?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Magandang trabaho ba yun?
Yes po.
Masaya?
Nag-issue lang po ako ng gate pass, Mr. Chair.
Masaya? Masaya ka doon?
Sakto lang po.
Ha? So nami-meet mo lahat ng pumapasok. Siyempre, hindi ka makakapasok kung wala kang gate pass, hindi ba?
Yung mga gate pass po na ini-issue ko, Mr. Chair, is halimbawa, may mga grocery po sila na gustong ipasok po sa loob. Parang i-issuehan ko lang po para po may...
Pero lahat ng pumapasok po doon. Lahat ng pumapasok doon, binibigyan mo ng ng gate pass.
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Yung mga groceries lang po nila tsaka yung mga order ng mga Grab, mga ganun po.
Ilang gate ba ang mayroon doon? Malaki ba?
Dalawa po, Mr. Chair, yung alam ko kasi yung pinagjujutian ko, isang gate tapos isang gate pa.
Pero marami ho kayong nakikita mga tao dumadalaw sa Lucky South 99.
Marami po, Mr. Chair, mga sasakyan.
Mga sasakyan. Alam mo ba na in 2021, ang Whirlwind Company ay nag-move in sa Thai Court, Pulong Maba, Santa Cruz, Porac, Pampanga, at doon din po nag-uopisina ang Lucky South 99? Ang Whirlwind Company?
Mr. Chair, 5 years po kasi akong nagtatrabaho sa Thai. Never po kaming lumipat ng
Hindi,
address.
ibig ko sabihin, ang lumipat pala, ito ang lumipat pala ay ang Whirlwind Company, iisang compound na sila. Tama ho ba yun?
Hindi ko po alam, Mr. Chair.
Hindi mo alam? Tapos ikaw nagbibigay ng ano? Mr. Chair, based on the sublease agreement, it is in fact proven that Whirlwind Company and Lucky South 99 shares the same compound, the same address. I think this is already in the possession of the committee and just trying to figure out and trying to test the memory of Miss Ronalyn Ong. Sa palagay ko, biktima ka eh. Alam ba yung yung boss mo nasa Indonesia? Alam mo ba yon?
Hindi ko po alam, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Kilala ho niyo ba si Mr. Harry Roque?
Kilala ko po siya dahil sa politiko po.
Sa?
Dahil po politiko po siya dati.
Nakikita niyo po ba siya na bumisita sa compound ng Whirlwind?
Never po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So nakita niyo po ba siya nung kayo po pumirma dito sa petition? Sino pong pumirma? Sino pong kasama mo na pumirma at nandoon po ba yung mga abogado ng Whirlwind Company?
Binigay lang po ni Miss Cassandra Ong para po permahan ko, Mr. Chair.
So pinirmahan mo na wala yung mga abogado?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So pero sinasabi po dito sa affidavit na ikaw ay parte ng Whirlwind Company nung pirmirman mo itong petition pero isa ka daw corporate secretary ng executive assistant ni Cassandra Ong pero at the same time corporate secretary ka ng Lucky South 99. So kung tulungan mo rin ako Ms. Ronalyn, Mr. Chair para maintindihan ko. Sa palagi mo ba isa ang ang Whirlwind at saka Lucky South?
Hindi ko po alam, Mr. Chair.
Pero mukhang ganun no? Kasi ikaw ay nasa Whirlwind, ikaw ang nagpumirma dun sa dokumento nung nagsa-bliss agreement, tapos yung sinasabi mo dito sa pirma mo dito sa petition na ito, na isa sa mga abogado ay si Attorney Harry Roque na sabi mo nga, politiko siya, ibig sabihin, known siya, kilala mo siya, maski hindi mo siya nakita in person, pero kilala mo siya, magaling na abogado naman talaga yan, ay sinasabi mo dito sa petition nyo sa korte na ikaw ay executive assistant ni Cassandra Ong na siya ngayon ang sa Whirlwind at ikaw sa Lucky South 99. Sa palagay mo ba pag ganun ang arrangement, anong sa palagay mo, turuan mo daw ako, dalawa ba talaga itong entity, mag-separate o isa lang?
Wala po akong idea sa mga ganyan, Mr. Chair, dahil lang po ako, normal na tao. Pero palagay ko po, siguro po.
Anong siguro?
Siguro po ay isa.
Okay. Actually, pareho tayo na naiisip eh. Hindi rin ako abogado, ordinary din ako ng tao. Pero ginagamit ko yung common sense ko, hindi ho ba? So maganda dahil gumagamit ka ngayon ng common sense mo, natutulungan ka ng committee ito at makapag-reflect kung anong dapat mong sabihin at magsabi ng totoo. So Mr. Chair, I guess I have taken much of your time and there will be plenty of members here who would like to ask our resource persons, but this is, may I reiterate, Mr. Chair, that all of these things, some of the resource persons here have been hiding from legal screens, circumventing the law. But this committee, Mr. Chair, needs to extend its arms in order, again, to help us, help this country, come out from this labyrinth of lies and to free our streets from all of this illegal activity that is brought out by these transnational crimes as a result of the illegal operation of the offshore gaming corporation. We respect, Mr. Chair, all of the chairman of these 4 committees, Mr. Chair, and we hope that by the end, but we reach the end of this committee hearings, we can finally say to the people that we are one with them in finding the truth and keeping our streets free, and to those responsible to really see and their day in court, Mr. Chair. So marami pong salamat sa pagkakataon, Mr. Chair. And just a manifestation po, Mr. Chair, since I've been talking about the properties kanina, nung sa pag-exchange po nila ng pag-exchange po ng mga addresses nila, Mr. Chair, may I there make my closing manifestation, Mr. Chair, considering that the principal office addresses of Whirlwind in Lucky South 99 appears significant in relation to our inquiry in these POGOs and the network within which they operate in. May I therefore request, Mr. Chair, that the information be secured from the relevant government offices as to the registered owner of Junjun Building, and this is the original address, Junyun Building in Angeles City and Thai Court in Pampanga, the owners, registered owner of these buildings, and a subpoena be issued directing the owners of these properties to appear before this August chamber, Mr. Chair, August body. Marami pong salamat, and I so move, Mr. Chair, for that particular manifestation. I converted that into a motion. Marami pong salamat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much, Congressman Adjong. There's no need for a motion for that request because we will ask the committee secretary to coordinate with the agencies concerned and request those documents that the good Congressman Adjong is requesting. Thank you, Congressman Adjong. Be assured that the Quadcom's obligation is not just a moral obligation to ferret out the truth, but it is our obligation as well to unravel the persons behind these activities. And we will do our best to make these people accountable. Thank you, Congressman Adjong. The next to interpolate is Congressman Rog Gutierrez. You are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Magandang hapon po sa atin lahat. Mr. Chair, to begin with, I'd like to direct my questions to Ms. Ronalyn Baterna.
Please proceed.
Ma'am, magandang hapon po.
Good afternoon po, Mr. Chair.
I understand, Madam Chair, Mr. Chair, na marami na po kayong naitanong sa iyo. Marami na pong committee hearings. Pero just for clarification lang po, as we build up in this inquiry, I'd just like to clarify. I believe po na isagot niyo na po ito dati, pero gusto na ma-clarify para maintindihan kung ano po talaga yung role po ninyo dito sa Lucky South 99. Naintindihan po namin, Mr. Chair, na kayo po ay corporate secretary. Nabanggit rin ni Congressman Adjong, and you have confirmed na kayo rin po yung tagapamahala ng gate pass ng PORAC. But Mr. Chair, nabanggit po ninyo na kapag dealing po with Lucky South 99, ang kilala niyo lang po dito ay si Ms. Cassie Ong. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Pero Mr. Chair, may nabanggit rin na merong mga abogado na minsan through them kumakausap po sa inyo.
Kung saan po galing yung mga dokumento na pinipirmahan ko po?
Itong mga abogado po, they confirm they represent si Ms. Cassie Ong or they represent Lucky South 99?
Miss Cassandra Ong po yung kausap, Mr. Chair. Hindi ko po alam.
Ms. Cassandra Ong kausap.
Opo.
And for the record, kasi nalito po ako naalala ko po at one hearing, may kasama ko pong isang abogado at the next it was another. Sino po yung mga abogado na nag-contact po sa iyo on behalf of Cassie Ong?
May tumawag po sa akin, Mr. Chair, pero hindi ko na po matandaan kung ano yung name. Pero pinapatawag daw po siya ni Miss Cassandra Ong para pumunta sa isang law firm at magpirma para dun sa parang fina-file po nila dun sa San Fernando po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Anong law firm po ito na pituntahan ninyo?
NFC Meralles po.
NFC Meralles. At yung ibang instances po na may abogado na personally na-meet po ninyo, ito lang po ba? Yung sa law firm lang? Wala po kayong na-meet na abogado sa compound mismo while working in PORAC?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Baterna. Mr. Chair, I'd like now to direct my questions to Attorney Roque.
Go ahead, sige.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Good afternoon po, Attorney Roque.
Good afternoon,
Mr. Chair, my first question po, I'd like to ask, is Mr. Roque aware of a certain Alberto Rodolfo de la Serna?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, sino po si Mr. de la Serna?
He was my EA in Malacanang. He was a member of my election staff. And until March of 2023, he was still in my private staff.
March of 2023. Paano po kayo nagkakilala ni Mr. de la Serna?
Nagkaroon po ako ng project nung ako po'y kongresista na request ng mayor ng Tagbilaran. And it so happened that the project was in the barangay where his mother used to be barangay captain. So nagkaroon po ng inauguration around 2019 at doon po kami nagkakilala doon sa inauguration ng proyekto ng multipurpose hall sa kanilang barangay.
So Mr. Chair, he has roots in Bohol.
Yes, in fact, he is a full-blown son of Bohol.
Born and raised, taga Bohol po talaga
Born
siya.
and raised po.
But from my understanding, he found himself, of course, aside from your employee, he found himself in Porac, Pampanga. Is that correct, Mr. Chair?
Yes, dahil siya po ay nasa isang aviation school ngayon sa Clark. after we severed ties in March of 2023, was it March 2023 March of 2023 or 2024? After he severed his ties, umuwi muna, and then he apparently chose to pursue aviation rather than law school dahil ang lolo po niya ay isang famous lawyer din.
So he pursued laws. He pursued the aviation school in Clark,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
and because of that, he had to move from Bohol to Pampanga.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And he somehow found himself in the compound of Porac. I believe in another hearing that we've had, you have confirmed that in fact you, is that correct, Mr. Chair, that you introduced him to Cassie Ong?
Yes, he met Cassie Ong for the first time because he joined us after a court appearance. I think it was for lunch.
So he met Cassie Ong through lunch, still under your employ at the time?
No more, no more. He
Ah, no
was
more.
already there in Clark. He was preparing to start his aviation school. He started in November, so we must have met Cassie Ong around October because the case that we represented, the Whirlwind, started in August.
Mr. Chair, if he was no longer in your employ, what was his business in that lunch?
Well, he happened to be in Pampanga, and I know that he was in Pampanga because he's told me that he is pursuing aviation school. So he just happened to be there. I happened to be there. I said, okay, magla-lunch kami, you can join us because tapos na naman yung hearing by that time.
And Mr. Chair, the lunch with Cassie Ong was in relation to your function as lawyer for, as you say, Whirlwind.
Yes, it was for the ejectment case of Whirlwind.
Is that normal practice, Mr. Chair, that when you are having lunch with a client, you would bring in other personalities that might not have anything to do with the subject matter of your meeting?
Pinagbibigay alam naman po, no? And of course, I asked if my former staff could join us for lunch, and sabi naman ni Cassie, no problem.
Okay. This has nothing to do with the fact also that, at that time, he was not yet living in Porac?
No, he was not. He was, in fact, in the process of looking for a place to stay in Pampanga.
And Mr. Chair, was that how he was able to find a place to stay with Cassie Ong? Through you?
Yes, Mr. Chair, because after I had left, they continued talking, and Mr. De La Serna inquired that he was in fact looking for a place to stay na sana malapit sa aviation school, and he was informed by Cassie that meron silang mga accommodations.
Mr. Chair, and you were present during that conversation?
Nakaalis na po ako noon.
Nakaalis na.
Nakaalis na po ako noon.
And how did you come to know that they came into that arrangement of sorts?
Sinabi naman po sa akin later on ni R, nagpaalam din siya. Ang sabi ko lang is, meron lang tayong temporary respite dahil na-withdraw, na-recall yung writ of execution, pero suntok sa buwan yung kaso, so prepare to look for more permanent living arrangement dahil it's a 40% chance of victory na baka mapaalis nga sila doon sa lugar na yon.
And prior to, sabi po ninyo, no, nakaalis na po kayo when they discussed the terms of arrangement ng residence niya sa Porac, if ever. Were you aware of his intention to ask Ms. Cassie Ong for residence?
Hindi po. Hindi ko po alam naman na naghahanapan niya ng residence itong si Cassie Ong. Nag-small talk lang po sila after I had left, and lumabas nga po na naghahanap siya. Nagpapatulong siya na magpahanap ng matitiran.
Did you not find it strange, Mr. Chair, that he chose residence in Porac, which is 50 or so minutes away from Clark?
Hindi ko po alam kung gano'ng karayo talaga yung Porac sa Clark, no? Basta lahat naman po yan siguro malapit. So I did not find it strange. Ang warning ko lang is there's a temporary respite. Baka mapaalis yan. So humanap ka ng permanent na matitiran mo.
So, Mr. Chair, it would appear that this would be the second time that Mr. Attorney Roque has facilitated a meeting of which he claims he has no interest in. The first, I believe, would be the supposed meeting between Cassandra Ong and Chairman Altenco. Would you say that's a fair statement, Mr. Chair?
I arranged that meeting, but ito naman po, it was just a casual meeting. There was no particular purpose involved. It was just that I was in Pampanga. Matagal ko rin naman pong naging staff itong CR. So, I know that he was there because naghahanda nga siya mag-enroll. So, tinanong ko, nasaan ka? O lika, join us for lunch.
So, Mr.
Ganun
Chair,
lang po.
coincidence seems to follow Mr. Roque. Mr. Chair, may I ask, the residence of the Mr. De La Serna, this is the same residence that was raided during the POAC raid sa Poro.
Isa po doon sa mga buildings, pero ang explanation po niya is hiwalay po yung tirahan doon sa lugar kung saan naroroon ang negosyo. So he was living doon sa area na puro living quarters lang po.
But it is within the compound, Mr. Chair.
Actually, hiwalay po siya eh. May dalawang gate eh. Isang gate papunta doon sa residence, isang gate papunta doon sa where the business is conducted. So, hindi ka makakapasok doon sa gate na where the business is conducted kung ikaw ay nandun lang sa accommodations.
It is not where the business is conducted. However, business documents were yielded from that raid. Is that correct, Mr. Chair?
Wala pong business document as far as Pogo is concerned dun sa raid na yon. Hindi ko po alam kung ano talaga ang nakuhang raid because I'm not involved in the motion to quash as far as Lucky South is concerned. No?
But Mr. Chair, I believe in another hearing that we've had, you claimed that the documents that were yielded from his residence in relation to you were from that residence, Mr. Chair. I believe they were bank documents and appointment papers.
Yes, these documents were personal documents to Mr. De La Serna. They had nothing to do with Pogo.
But they are not related to Pogo, but they are business documents, Mr. Chair. They are official. Appointment papers po siya, hindi ba?
Well, yung appointment paper po niya, yung siya initially appointed sa Malacanang, isa po yan dun sa nasa files niya.
I would say that's business po. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Chair?
Well, hindi
let's
na
put
po.
Pogo aside. Business papers po yun. Appointment po yun.
Well, government po appointment yan. It is more of memorabilia kasi ang appointment po niya every 6 months. And that was his first appointment. Hindi naman po permanent appointment yan. No? Every 6 months po nare-renew yung mga appointment ng mga staff ng classification ni R.
Are your banking documents also memorabilia, Mr. Chair?
No, but the banking documents were appended to a visa application because naimbitahan po ako ng Ukraine at meron pong gera sa Ukraine. Nabago po ang mga plano. So yung mga original na dapat kasama ko umatras. So ang sabi ko, kung wala ka pang ginagawa, at sabi niya, wala pa naman, di pa naman siya nagsisimula, samahan mo ako dito sa Ukraine. So ura-urada po, we had to get a visa from the Polish embassy kasi doon po ang entry point to Ukraine. But the Ukraine government, being the sponsor, arranged our visa for Ukraine.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for that very long history of the appointment papers. Mr. Chair, so yung residence po niya in that compound, or you say it's separated by a gate or two, it is the same place that has been raided by PORA.
That was raided in
Also the
Porac.
same office address that is subject of the two subleases between Whirlwind and Lucky South 99.
I am not sure po because from the news, I know it's 49 buildings. Plus, meron pang separate corporate office na parang hotel. No? So I am not sure if that's the same address.
But that address is the same subject of the ejectment case that you were handling. Is that correct, Mr. Chair?
Yes, but the ejectment case was on the basis of transfer certificate of title, not address, Mr. Chair.
So your supposed dealings with Whirlwind were discussing the same subject property. The sublease, at least based on our records, as you say, there are 49 buildings, but I think the area properly describes the same subject area. And this is also the place where Mr. De La Serna's residence was and where the raid yielded documents related to you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chair, it's a 10-hectare property which consists of 49 buildings in addition to what used to be hotels, I believe, being used as offices, not just by Whirlwind but also by the lot owners, the crews.
Mr. Chair, akala ko po sabi po ninyo na di nyo alam kung kasama po ito sa
Alin
subject
po?
ng sublease, that particular building. Pero you mentioned now that
hindi
you
po.
confirm now that it is part of the 49 buildings.
No,
if the large 10-hectare
Sinasabi niyo po na ang ejectment case po is involving the 10-hectare property, pero yung renade po, may mga buildings na hindi kasama dun sa lease apparently, no? And that's just basing on newspaper reports. Kasi pati po yung isang building doon na parang hotel, na parang bahay o office ni Mr. Ruperto Cruz. Di ko po alam kung nasama yun sa search.
Thank you for the clarification, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I'd like now to go to a question on Biancham. Actually, our colleagues here have questioned this exhaustively, and I'd just like to pick up bits and pieces which I think I have not been answered yet. Mr. Chair, Biancham was incorporated at what year po ba?
2015.
2015?
I think 2014,
2014.
and then the articles were amended 2015.
2014. So from the very first articles of incorporation, ano po yung setup po ng shareholdings nito?
It was intended to be a family corporation only. It was intended to be part of our estate planning. So doon namin lalagay yung mga assets na ma-acquire namin, and so that pag may mangyari sa amin, the corporation will continue to exist, and our children and their family members will only pay tax on the transfer of shares of stocks.